Wow. First one, Oscar. Hey there. That was fast. How are you today? Still sipping my coffee here. Didn't expect anyone to jump in so fast. Can you hear me okay, by the way? Let me see if I have my mic levels. Yeah, let me know if you can hear me. Okay, perfect. All right, so we're gonna start by unboxing some Topre generic blanks that I got from KBD fans along with KBD6X PCB, the Hotswap one. And then I'll have the MDA, yeah, MDA Big Bang Keyset that is actually an Ortholinear Keyset, so I need my new Mini. Here it is. So we're gonna replace the keycaps on this new Mini that right now has some XDA keys with the MDA profile, so I'm gonna leave it around. Do you have to? No, I do not. Actually, they launched the PCB before the HHKB Tofu, and I thought they would do that only for the existing Tofu, so I got the PCB instead. And then when they did the HHKB, I already had bought the PCB, so that's why. But it's all good. All right, let me just close a few things here, and I think we can get started. I'm not expecting, a lot of people to join since it's super early. So let's go ahead and open this package here. By the way, any updates on your board? I'm saving money to get it. I was waiting for your board and the CA66 round 2. And I just got my payment for next month, so I already jumped into the CA66. Man, that board looks sick. Like, I love the case design, and I also love the logo. The little jellyfish. What colors are you thinking on having? I'm leaning towards like a dark blue or purple if you're offering that. What was the color that you did the renders on? I don't remember. Was it? Let me move this camera to the center a little more. It's kind of weird. Yeah, this way is better. I love one of the colors. Yeah, so red, blue, purple. Yeah, so I'm either going with, hey Panda, thanks for joining. So I'm either, there's a lot of stuff here. I'm either going, hey Scotty, thanks for joining as well. So I'm either gonna go with blue or purple. I got the Zephyr on purple. So they send me a lot of, how you call this? The hold tights for LEDs, it seems. A bunch of those. So you can make the LEDs hot swappable as well. A keycap. And then I ordered a bunch of single keys with different colors to, I don't know, mix and match. Because here's the thing, I bought this kit earlier, and this is an all blanks cherry profile, or is it OEM? OEM, I think, maybe cherry. So I don't know, one of the two. And it doesn't come with a 175U keycap, so I decided to get a colored one, and I also got all those different colors. So if time permits, we're gonna probably swap the caps on this guy. And now I realize that I forgot to update the title on Twitch, so let me do that. Bear with me for 1 second, guys. Oh, really? Nice. Yeah. Purple is amazing. Okay, so let me go back. I'm not seeing myself. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna try to replace those keycaps on that white HHKB. What I did is I actually got I printed this case for my UT47, and I got this blanks keyset, and I really like the blanks, and I thought I would not be able to type and whatnot, but I figured it's not that hard. So I'm gonna give it a shot on my white HHKB. And man, it's hot here. So let me bump the AC a little bit. All right, so yeah, so the story with those keycaps is that we're gonna try and replace the keycaps that I have on my HHKB. And then this should be the PCB, the hot swappable PCB. Let's take a first look at that. And since I ordered this on the pre-order, like way long ago, I'm expecting it to be north facing because they fixed it afterwards. And the thing had already shipped when they, when they made the changes. So you see, it should be north facing, and it is. Since the Usbc, so it's the one with two Usbcs, one here and one here. And this is kind of how it looks. Nothing out of the ordinary, right? Very generic black PCB with the KO sockets. Yeah, so we're gonna probably test this as well. Why don't we do that right now and get that out of the way? So let me grab this guy here. Actually use this HHKB to type. Can you guys hear a lot of background noise? I know that the AC is hitting the mic directly, so let me know if there's a lot of background noise, because it's really hot here. Okay, is this connected? Yes. So let's do the, where is it? Here it is. So let's do the, oh. And I hate the fact that every time that I restart OBS, the size of this screen capture, it reverts to the original. So I have, every time I restart it, I have to manually do this. That really sucks. So bear with me for a little more, guys. Sorry about that. All right, so let's plug it in. The LEDs didn't light up. I don't know if that's expected. Oh, there we go. USB accessories. Unplug the accessory using too much power to re-enable USB devices. So this thing is drawing a lot of power apparently, because I got a message from my Mac saying that all USB accessories were disabled. That's fucked up. Wow. Let me try on this side, see if I get the same thing. Nothing yet. It seems like my Mac doesn't like this board very much. Let me try a high. Nope. I don't know what the deal is. Yes, I got it. The same message that all USB accessories would be disabled because this is drawing too much power. That's messed up. Okay, so let me see if I can test this real quick to see if it's even working. Doesn't look like. The LEDs are all not lighting up, and I think this PCB has issues, to be honest. I can't get it to work. Nope. Nothing. Same, unplug the accessory using too much power to re-enable USB devices. So I don't think this thing is gonna work on a Mac. That's a big problem. Nope. No keys register. And I don't know if it's only on a Mac, to be honest. Oh, there we go. So now all of a sudden it'll light up. Let's see if... It was super weird. So I got backspace, so it looks like now it's working. What am I doing here? Let me see, input. I think this may be the split shift, and I don't think it's mapped. Or maybe, yeah, it's the function after the split shift, probably. Okay, seems like the PCB works, at least for now. I'm gonna do some further testing, and the USB-C is a little tight too. And you see now it doesn't work. Oh, it did. Never mind. So yeah, I think there is an issue with the USB-C where it's highly sensitive. It seems like you see, like depending on how you put it, the PCB turns off. So that's not a very good USB-C connector as well. So if you guys are planning on getting this, I would wait for now they have a new revision, right? So maybe that's better. But I'm gonna do a full test of this later on, and I'll let you guys know how it goes. Anyways, it is weird. So I think we can go ahead and unbox the keycap, the Keyset MDA Big Bang. Hey Ed, thanks for joining. Yeah, there's a bad contact, but it happens on both sides. So I'm assuming it's the USB-C connector that they chose. It doesn't seem to be the PCB, but rather the connector. I may be wrong. This box is really messed up. Okay, and here we go. We got another keycap cooler. And we have the MDA Big Bang on, that's a new profile, the MDA. I think it's the same as the E-Drug that they released a couple of months ago, the beginning of the year. So without further delay, let's go ahead and take out all the keycaps on this guy, replace it, and then we can take a closer look at the keycaps. Yes, I really like the Gatoron yellows, properly lubed. Really, really like. I even did a sound test and put it on my YouTube because I really like this board with Gatoron yellows. And one thing is that when I bought this, I thought I would not get used to an ortholinear layout and that it would fuck up my typing if I, went back to a staggered layout. But what I found out is that, yes, it does require a little bit of an adaptation, like when you first start and when you go back to staggered. But it's not as bad as I thought it would be. Hey, TTY Lerdundans. Thanks for joining. I don't think I've seen you here before. Is this the first time you join? And I confess that I will have to look the layout up because I don't remember it from the top of my head. So new mini. Okay. All right. So we're not gonna need those. And start. You've been in a couple of streams. The last one was where you showing off your swanky Raspberry Pi. Oh yeah. So yeah, I do remember now. I remember the conversation. I didn't actually remember your nickname, but I definitely remember the conversation. And I'm glad to say that that case has been in production. Or I have been using that case for quite a while now, and I'm pretty pleased with how it turned out. And then the thing I'm expecting the most out of this keyset is the fact that even though you're using a ortholinear layout, it's not a uniform profile. And I think that's a big plus, right? Because all the other caps that are for ortholinear, they are uniform. So you don't get the different height in rows. So I'm expecting that to be a benefit of using this profile. So we're gonna do enter here. Oops. Hey Gu, how are you, man? How is your teeth? Or how are your teeth? Your tooth? For you that don't know, Gustavo here on the chat, he took his wisdom teeth tooth today. So as you can imagine, he's pretty swollen and not feeling his tongue, I heard. You're fine? Okay. Glad to hear. You can speak in Portuguese if you want, I can translate. That's okay. So let me check my mapping for this keyboard because I don't think I know I have the arrows here, so I need to see if that's something I can do. But that will do for now. So let me see what additional keys we have. All right, so let's take a look at the profile first to see the row differences and how it is. Okay, so as you can see, it's a sculpted profile. Sorry, here we go. So you have a flat first row here. So there's not much pain for now. That's good. You took 3 medications. Wow. And this row is very similar to this, and then the bottom row, I see there is some room for your fingers to hit the keycaps like this when going from one profile to the other, to the one row to the other, right? And this is how it looks. It looks interesting, right? I really wanted to put the up arrow here. Let's see if that causes a huge difference. Let me zoom in a little bit. Let me move the up here. And let's add maybe a control. No, sorry. It's not a control, it can be a code. I wanted it to have like real arrows instead of only the textual description of the directions. Okay, so I think my layout is closer to this. And let me do a quick typing test and then I can tell you how it feels. So let me plug it in. This is USB Mini. Makes sense, right? USB Mini for the new Mini. Okay, we have that beautiful underglow. Let me put it here. And then let me see. Is it working as it is? So it's in caps lock. Why? That's super weird. It came up as caps lock. So let me see where my caps lock is. Hold on. Let me give you guys a view of what I'm seeing. Let me open my layout. Bear with me. And so I won't be able to type using this guy yet. Let me Mini USB does not make sense in 2018. I don't mind it. Oh yeah, this one is not Chris cables. This one is Zap cables. This one is Chris. It's super similar, right? I don't mind Mini USB since I have tons of Mini USB cables. And I honestly, what is the benefit of USB-C? Like seriously, the fact that you can plug it either way, I don't see a whole lot of benefits. So maybe it's just me. Don't save. All right, so let me close this and this. Let me actually give you guys. All right, so let me open my new Mini key map. And let me see what I have here. So we have Control and Tab here. Let's see if we even have a caps lock mapped anywhere. I don't think so. Oh, there it is. It's on the second layout. It is this control here. So how do I get to the second layer? Let me see. Second layer is this button here. So I need to, and you realize you guys are not seeing it. So basically to go to the second, I use this. So this should disable caps lock. Let's do a quick test. Yep, so we no longer have caps lock. Now let me see where is my out? So I have out here, right? And then tab here. So this should work. I don't know why it's not working. Oh, I see. I need to add this keyboard to Carabiner, or take it out from Carabiner. Let me see. Besides not having to flip it both ways before I plug it in. So yeah, I see that as a benefit. It supports 3.1 and better power supply since it adheres to newer standards, but it's not the biggest difference in the world. Yeah, I agree with the benefit from the you know, being able to use it both sides, but for the USB 3.1, maybe it's a good thing if you have like a Bluetooth keyboard or whatnot, but for regular keyboards, that's not a huge thing. So simple modifications, new mini. Okay, yeah, so I'm missing the mapping from, and you know what? I don't need to do this mapping. I might as well do it on my, maybe I should, yeah, I'm probably gonna do it on my, yeah, let's do it on Carabiner for now, so we don't spend any more time. So let's make left command, left option, and let's make left command, sorry, left option, left command. So now, yeah, now it's properly done. Okay, so let's do a quick typing test. Oops. There we go. All right, let's see. I can tell you right away that it's a lot more comfortable than XA. And you can see that it takes a lot of adaptation. All right, so that was Ben. But yeah, I think all in all, this profile is a huge improvement over pure XDA or uniform profiles. So if you're interested in an ortholinear keyboard and you're trying to decide between should I go with the uniform profile, sure, the uniform is better if you want to shift things around, so you don't have to worry about rows and anything. But as you can see, the bottom rows, the two bottom rows seems to be very similar. So even though I changed the up key from here to here, it didn't impact anything else. So I still think that this is a better layout sorry, a better profile for Ortholinear than you know, than XDA or DSA. DSA for me is the worst profile ever. I hate DSA. XDA I can bear it. But if you're in the fence, if you like Ortholinear and you're trying to decide between regular layout and this new MDA profile, I would say go with the MDA profile. I really, really like it. As one last thing, I could, let me read. Looks nice, right? Yeah, I like it. So yeah, stat-wise, it increased USB power from about 3 watts to 100 watts. Really? And data transfer rates from 5 to 10 gigabytes. It's really for peripheral devices like Pandasuit said, for things like phones. The benefit for keyboards is practical. Yeah, so we're in line with what I thought. Is the profile nice? Very nice, Ed. I like it. And I think it's the same one, and we can take a look at the eDrug profile that, I think this is the same as this guy. Do you guys remember when KBD fans came up with this eDrug? Let me grab a few random keys here to compare. This is first row, so not applicable. Yeah, let's get the P here. So let me pull up this P key here. And I think it's the same profile. So if you take a look, this is the eDrug profile from back when they first released. And you can see that the sculpting is the same, right? So I'm assuming that MDA is the same one that KBD fans did with the eDrug. We can compare another row if you guys want. Like for instance, the shift. Yep, you can see that it's the same profile already, but just to make sure. You see, it's the same profile, and it's a very, very comfortable profile. I can tell you that right away. So for me, it's a huge improvement from regular XDA, especially if you're going for a Ortholinear keyboard like this one. All right, let me just put this keycaps on its bag so I don't mix them up with the new ones. And then we can start changing the keycaps on my HHKB. Yeah. The ones that I had before I XDA. And I'm sorry, I didn't even give you guys a comparison, right? So let me, yeah, this is what I had before. I bought it along with the new Mini. That's XDA. So those are the two keys, right? And you can see that one is sculpted and the other, this is XDA and this is the sculpted. So you can kind of see the difference. And when you are actually typing, the difference is even greater. Like you can feel it way more when you're typing. Huge difference. And even though I think both are PBT, this one has a rougher, the XDA kit from KBD Fans has a rougher texture, it seems. This one seems a little bit smoother. So both caps are from KBD Fans, Ed. This was actually a group I entered a long time ago, and they just shipped. It's called the MDA Big Bang Ortholinear set. Okie dokie. So let's move on to this guy. Make sure it's not connected. It isn't. So let me zoom out so we can, and I'm actually going to unplug this guy. And let me move those keycaps aside. And let's do this guy. So the idea here is to use this other set that I got from KBD Fans a while ago, but and then use some of those 175 views that I got recently with this order. So I have to be extra careful here because you don't want to mess up the rows, right? Let me start by taking out all those keycaps. Yeah, this new profile is called MDA. And I can give you guys like a tour of when it began and whatnot. Let me bring up the web browser again. So if you go to KBD Fans E-Drug, I think it's what it was called. Yeah. So this was the debut of the MDA profile. And I don't know why it's not. Okay, here you go. So this was that set that I showed you before. This was the set that debuted this MDA. But you know what the big issue with this set is? Is that it's laser, how you call it? Laser etched. So you can actually feel the letters. So, and when they released that, they said that they would do a group buy for another set with the same profile. And that was the thing that I got. The Big Bang. MDMA. There you go. Yeah. Ecstasy. And it just reminded me of this messed up TV show that I'm watching on HBO. I don't know if you guys are watching it, called Sharp Objects. Did you guys hear about it? It's about this girl that lives on a city. She grew up on a city in Mississippi, and basically she left the city and went to the big city. I don't know where, actually. I don't remember. And then she became a journalist, and then those little girls are murdered in the city in Mississippi called Wind Gap. And then she goes back to like do a news piece about the murders. But it's a very messed up series because amongst other things, this girl, the journalist, she cuts herself in order to avoid suffering and whatnot. And the last episode that I saw, she and her sister, they go to a party and they take ecstasy, and that's why I remembered of it. So, but it's a very, very one of those series that you don't want to watch before you go to sleep. Otherwise, you're gonna have nightmares about it, because it's one of those really psychological series. It's really good, but really depressing as well. But it's a good show. If you guys are into TV shows, I would recommend. Called again Sharp Objects. It's with that girl that did Enchanted, I think, was the movie that one of the first movies that she did. Don't forget her. I don't remember her name. Amy something. Don't you love when you take out your keycaps and all of a sudden you see a few hair, a few hairs here and there? Isn't that disgusting? Michael Douglas, yeah. There's even a song, right? They had a Brazilian song. Michael Douglas. Should be cleaned up now. I'm gonna set this little spring aside so I don't lose it. And let's start with this thing here. So let me see how this is organized. So I'm thinking this is the F row and this is the row that goes here. Yeah, backspace is here, so we don't need anything from this side. And this should be the backslash. This is the enter. And then here we have a shift that we won't need. I'm thinking about getting a Real Force High Pro. I've never tried the Topre High Pro, but I'm super curious on, about testing it. Ninguém vai dormir. Nunca mais eu vou dormir. Nunca mais eu vou dormir. Michael Douglas. This is the song that Ed is talking about. Let me take out this row completely. We're not going to use it. Let's start with this. Oh, of course. This thing has split backspace. So we're actually going to do from this on. The main difference about high pros is the key itself. Like the, let me, hold on. So Real Force High Profile. So do you see how the keys are sculpted and how tall they are? They remind me of like SA. And if you get like a Real Force regular profile, you see the difference. Let me see if I can get an angled one. Yeah, this one is probably high profile. Yeah, like this is not Real Force. Yeah, but mainly that. If you look at the regular one, it's not that tall. Hopefully you got it. Let me know if you didn't. What I want to try to do is have the modifiers on a different color, but I'll leave this like this for now. Let's see if I can grab one from here, and then we can try to see if we can grab one from the colored ones. But let's put all blanks for now. Yeah, completely blanks. I'm trying to, give it a shot. As I said earlier, and I think you were not here, Ed, I tried that for a keyboard, this keyboard here. I tried it and I really liked it. And I thought it would be more, it would be harder to adapt than it really was. So I was curious to why not try it on my HHKB. Since I already have a printed one, I can keep the black one printed and this one with blanks. Yeah, I wanna see how it looks and then how hard it is to use it. I don't know. You mean he unboxed some Topre blanks? I think this is palm. I'm almost sure that this is palm. Let me check. Sorry. Here we go. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me go to the screen focus. So this is the blacks one. Let me see if I can find mine. Keycaps. Oh damn. Oh my god, this is terrible. Do they have Topre here? Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Mine is actually this one. So it is palm. This is exactly my set. So it is palm. Just FYI. Yeah, they changed the URL rope to kbd.fans, which is a problem because if you have like a saved password, like I had on my cell phone, then you lose it. So this is palm. This is like rattly as fuck. I'll probably need to reopen my HHKB and see why this got back to being rattly. It wasn't that like that before. I changed the keycap, so maybe this exposed a problem with the... You have 10 different passwords? Yeah. I tried using things like 1Password, but I could never adapt. And one thing I need to be careful about is when like taking those keycaps out to make sure that I put it on a tray or something similar so I don't lose the rows, because even though, yeah, it's not the worst case in the world to find, it's really hard to separate them. So I may use one of those JTK trays that I have to store those blanks. Yeah, I really like stock caps, especially the ones that come with HHKB. But I wanted to try something different like palm to see how it feels. And it would be nice to use those palm keycaps with some backlighting, because I think they are kind of the palm jelly. How do they call it? Jelly palm. They would look nice retro with retro illumination or backlight. Get the space bar, and then of course we can try a colored space bar. I even have the one that comes with this set. What the heck? But it makes the I'm sorry, it makes the keyboard a little more rattly. Is it like this? Yes. No, not this row. All right, so we have everything but the 1.75. So let's see, we have this on this color, we have those. So we can probably, let's do the one we need to do first. Yeah, and this is not palm, so the sound is a little different. Let me see if I can grab the space bar, maybe change the space bar. But it's not a matching color. It's slightly different, which is a big bummer. I might have to leave it as is. And I don't know why the space is acting a little weird. Oh, because of the material. Maybe it's warped. Let's see. Warped. So let me see if that's the case. Yeah, it's super warped. Oh my god, like this is the worst warp that I've ever seen. Let me see how I can demonstrate this. I need something flat like this. This is not flat. What can I use? The back of the HHKB maybe. Look at this. Can you guys see it? How warped this is? So unfortunately, I won't be able to use this. Even if we have a terrible color mismatch, I think it's still better than that. Oh, of course I can use the original, which is blank, which is white. It's a different kind of white, but better than using like a mismatched color. So what I'll probably do is change this escape as well, just to give a little hint of an accent. There we go. Okay, so I think we can do a quick, this space bar is very different from the rest. What do you guys think about the looks of the HHKB with these keycaps? I like it. I think it's interesting. I'm not a huge fan of the way this is, but what can I do? That's the only 1.75 that I have. So let's do a quick typing test again. Oops. Oh, it's not even on. Let me wait for it to connect. It may take a while. It's been a while since I used it. The angry Anthony judging the spacebar warp. Yeah, that was terrible. Okay, let's go. Move this a little down so you guys can see me typing. So he up the And there you go. The only thing that I noticed is that I may need to retune the steps. It's a lot. I hear a lot more rattle now than before. Let me. It's not terrible, but I can hear it. Can you guys hear the rattle? Especially on this one. Yeah, it feels like doesn't belong with the rest, but I all in all I like it. I don't think it's terrible. I'm gonna leave it like this for the time being, and yeah. Okay, guys. Anything else you guys want to see about everything that we unboxed? Either the PCB or the keycaps, anything at all? Look at the mess my table is right now. Yeah, but it's not. The spacebar is kind of weird. I may try to unwarp. Oh, you missed the PCB? I did not. Oh, you missed it. Yeah, so we unboxed earlier this KBD6X, and there were two kind of issues with it, right? Just to recap. When I first plugged it, where's my USB-C cable? Here it is. When I first plugged it, it gave me a warning on my Mac that it was drawing too much power, and the USB thing would be shut down for the time being. And the other problem is when I insert this all the way, you can see that the LEDs don't light up. But when you pull it slightly, then it lights up. So both connectors have the same issue. Like if you go all the way, it doesn't work. You have to kind of pull it out a little bit for it to light up. And that's a bummer, but this is the version 1 of the PCB. It's not the one that they re-engineered to have south-facing LEDs. So, and you see, it turned off. So it's not reliable, the connection. And if I do this, it turns off. Super annoying. I don't know what to do, to be honest. And now it doesn't want to. Oh, there we go. So let me see. Yeah, and I turn it and it turns off. Wow, that's annoying as fuck. Yeah, I have to almost pull it all the way out for it to work. Let me get some. Do I have any switches around here? Oh, I do have some here. So do we have any PCB mounts one? I don't think so. No. Anyways. So this is the one where the LEDs is north facing. Like this. And yeah. Did it shut down again? This is not being recognized as a key press. Nope. Weird. Let me short some. Yeah, you got the V2. Yeah, I think I got the V2 on my HHKB, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, and now the keystrokes are not even registering. So I don't know what the deal is. Let me show you this. No, let me do it like this, and then yeah, maybe better this way. No, I did not flash it, but I tested it before and it was working, and now it isn't. You see, I tried. Let me unplug this and plug it again. Let's see. Nope, it's not working anymore. And God knows why. I almost sure I saw a reset button. Maybe it's the switch being here that is the problem. Let's see. Nope. Doesn't work. Doesn't work at all anymore. All right, I tested all the switches. Who was here from the beginning saw it. And there's a reset button that I'm going to press here. Let's see. No, it makes no effect. And then if I push it, oh, this time I pushed all the way through and it worked. So hopefully this will work now. Yeah. So that's the issue. It has a problem, right? Now it doesn't light up. You see, like it's not on anymore. Super annoying. It has a bad short circuit problem. So again, if you guys are, you see, like it doesn't work. I don't know. I maybe I'll return this. It really doesn't work. Now it does. If I turn it upside down, it works. And then it doesn't. And then it does, and then it doesn't. Go figure. So I don't know if it's drawing too much power, what the deal is, but the bottom line here is it doesn't work. At least it doesn't work consistently. And it doesn't seem to be like a maybe it is, I don't know, but there's no way now I can make it work. All right, NGB, thanks for joining. Have a good one. Burn it with fire. Yeah, that's what I should do. Look at this. Now it works. Let me click the switch. Yeah. And then you flip it over, it doesn't work anymore. Anyways, I may need to reach out to Wei and tell him, you know, that PCB doesn't work. That's what I'll do. All right, guys, before we go, anything else? If not, I'm going to start the fire to burn this thing. All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining, and I'll talk to you guys on Discord. You guys have a good day. Bye-bye.